This is, with all humility, this is disrespect to this House, discourtesy. This has been mentioned in the past, that when a specific query is that which sectors have been opened 100% for FDI, that should have been answered. For further details, we can be advised, but this should not have been the answer.
I think there is an advisory on the subject already.
Sir,
we'll look into it.
Sir, so my supplementary pertains to the decisions taken by the Cabinet to open up certain sectors for 100% and also pharmaceutical brownfield 74%. I have with me, sir, a press release from the Prime Minister's office the day these decisions were made, that with regard to defence, allowing FDI beyond 49%, which was the earlier policy, but the condition of access to state-of-art technology in the country has been done away with. So I would like the Honourable Minister to inform the House that why this decision was made, and secondly, for defence, earlier policy as notified was not only allowing FDI with FIPB scrutiny, but the final approval of the Cabinet Committee of Security. Now, whether that approval of CCS is notified or has that also been done away with?
Thank you.
And related query to this, sir, is the same because of 100%. You have allowed in civil aviation sector. Now, there's issue of ownership and control when it comes to airlines, and the FDI policy definition of ownership and control is aligned with the Companies Act and with the SEBI definition of ownership and control. Now, if you allow 100%, even under the Aircrafts Act, there are going to be contradictions which you need to explain. And since this policy also allows 74% in brownfield pharma, there was a conscious decision earlier not to permit, given the takeover through mergers and acquisitions of critical injectables and oncology sectors. And in one particular case, in cancer oncology, only one unit was left with the country, and that's why beyond 49% it was not permitted. You have allowed now 74% in brownfield pharma also. So all these three need to be explained to us. Thank you, sir.
Sir, the first thing about state of the art being dropped, I just want to draw the Honourable Member, former Minister of Commerce and Industry, that the earlier definition or earlier expressions used had 2 or 3 such mentions, such as cutting edge technology, state of the art, and modern. It was being increasingly felt that the files were going through ministries and we were looking at definition for each one of them. What is state of the art? What is cutting edge? And so on, and a lot of time was being wasted. Now, what we've done in the process of simplification is to drop state of the art, cutting edge, but retained modern technology. Therefore, FDI, when it is being brought at a higher level, when it comes with technology, we have underlined that it comes with modern technology. So that addresses the question that we've not completely dropped everything to do with technology. We've just brought in a bit of a simplification. Instead of having 3, we've just got 1 to say it. The second, CCS approval. CCS approval will not be required anymore, even in defense. However, the process of approval itself will include Defence Ministry and Home Affairs, both of whom will go to all the details that which will have to be looked at from the point of view of the defense of the nation, security of the internal security, and every other matter which relates to the national security. And therefore, that has been done away with. Civil aviation. The clarity that I want to bring in here is wherever we were talking about 49% through the government approval route and 49%, over 49% through some other route, we only said that if it is possible, everything less than 49 would go through the automatic, and when it goes through the higher, it goes for the approval route. The last question about brownfield pharma. Sorry? Can I? Pharmaceuticals. Indian pharmaceuticals today are confident enough to run their business. They've captured the global standards. They are the leaders in generic medicines, and therefore we wanted to give them a greater traction. We've had consultation with the industry, and it is only on the suggestions which have come from the industry that we've really opened up the brownfield and subsequently also the greenfield.
जो बीजेपी गलत कर रही है, ये जो पिछड़ों के ढोंग कर रही है, ये जो पिछड़ों का ढोंग कर रही है, अध्यक्ष जी इसको समाजवादी लोग, अध्यक्ष जी आनंद नेताजी बोलेंगे, मैं बैठ रहा हूँ, अध्यक्ष नेताजी बोलेंगे।